Now, in the ideal world, you would test the marketability of your product idea before you even build it. So the question is, can you sell it before you've built it? So a small example would be, say, a talk I might do to a conference. So I wouldn't construct a talk and then go around and try to sell it, because it might be nobody wants that talk. So what I would do is I would wait for them to say to me, can you do a talk on this? And I would say yes, and then I would go and quickly build that talk and work out what I'm going to say. Now that's quite easy for me to build the talk. But what if it was something bigger, like a great big piece of software? Ideally, we would sell that software before we build it. Because I know that's a bit scary, because it means we've sold it, and can we build it? But that is much better than building it and then not being able to sell it. So if you can do it that way round, it's good. You can avoid designing something that isn't quite what people want. It might be roughly right, but you might have just not done it exactly right for them. So it's much better to do the selling first. So that means you've got to sell things with a fairly long lead time. It depends how long it's going to take you to build it, but if it's going to take you, say, 6 months to get your product ready, perhaps 6 months to get those ceramic things brought in from India, then you need to be selling stuff with a 6-month lead time. So the question is, can you do that? I think usually you can, but it's a question to think about. And then linked to that is, are you going to tell the customer? Are you going to say to them, I'm selling you this, but we haven't actually built it yet? Or are you going to say, yes, we've got it. Would you like to buy it? Because what if they want to see it? So generally, I'm in favour of honesty, and I think it's better to say to the customer, look, we're working on this. It's not quite ready yet, but would you like to commit to it based on the fact that it will do all these things? But you'll have to decide how much you want to tell the customer about how much is finished and how much isn't, and that's a judgment for you. You could ask the customer to be a beta tester for you, and you could say, for a cheaper price, or perhaps even for free, we'd like you to be our first customer, and you'll get lifetime upgrades, obviously, as we improve it. And if you can sell a few for a cheaper price, then that's going to be great, because that's going to partly fund your development process, but also that there are people out there who will buy your product. So this is a big thing to think about. Can you sell it before you've built it?